When you first launch Flow, it's going to pop up this thing from OBS, which is our open source underlying tool, and we'll make this disappear. But what I want you to do is skip this version, and it will start to give you some instructions on what to do. One of the instructions is to stop your Zoom call. And since I'm using Zoom to be with Sierra to record this, I'm not going to do that. But the problem will be that without that Zoom, without the stopping Zoom, then when I try to select the camera, it won't let me pick between them correctly. So just know that when you do this install, don't have Zoom currently running. Okay, then you just walk through, do the things it says. So we're going to select the camera settings, the camera and the camera settings, and we're going to select the browser where the Flow is running. So in camera settings, pop that up, and it's going to, I'm going to want to select the camera front because Zoom is already using that camera. I want to stop the camera here in Zoom, and now it should go ahead and pop up. There we go. By default, it's set right now to use the green screen. Now I have a green screen, as you can see, and we'll come back to how to set up the green screen in a moment. But for the moment, just know that you're selecting the camera, and you're going to want to select the background image. We have a default background image, and you can just browse to a another image that might make sense. So I have one handy here, and I'll use that as my background image. For example, it's you're not going to see the background image when I've got the green screen on. So we'll show you that in a moment. We're going to want to select the Flow window, which will be behind us. And so in this pull down, you see, look for Chrome. Flow is already over here. There we have the Flow window. And now when I put myself in the lower right, the Flow window is operational behind the screen, and I'm in the corner. You can actually click and drag me around. So you can arrange your video in a variety of ways. But for the moment, without a green screen, it probably makes sense to make me a little bit smaller. So that's the typical setup. And you're set, switching between full screen and the lower right with this button. So let's talk about the green screen just a little bit, because while not everyone will have it, when you do have it, it is really nice and gives you a really nice view. So in camera settings, there's the green screen. With this unchecked, I'm going to select the color. And there's a variety of ways to do the color. You can just pick a green, which works pretty well, but you might not have that green a background. So select color is a handy way to pick screen color. And we're just going to pick that exact color. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to do it again. So you just have a little cursor that moves around and picks the color. And just I'm going to remove all the black. Seems like a good way to get a good match. And then in this case, I actually need to go turn on the green screen and go back here and change the similarity until I just mess with that until you get a good cutout. You can go ahead and work with these other options as well, but just like that gives us a pretty good cutout. And now you can see me in front of my background or me in front of the live Flow. Now you may want to select full screen, present and full screen when you go through here. I'm not going to do it right now because of the way I'm sharing, but you may want to use that instead. The other thing you might want to do is hide the buttons. I just made all the buttons go away. They're still there. You can get to them if you need to, but when you're presenting, you might want to do that. And then the last piece is you actually, if you're sharing it in this way with a window, you can actually resize the window to fill the blank space, so you don't have to look at the URL bar. And that gives you the full overview. Did I miss anything, Sierra?
I don't think so. Maybe you want to mention where you got your green screen from?
Oh yeah, so the green screen I chose here, I'm going to turn it off so you can see. I actually just ordered a big sheet of green material from Amazon and I tacked it into my ceiling. So it's a quick way to have a broad green screen. There are a variety of other quick solutions, and we'll have some of those recommendations in the text that goes along with this video. Thanks.